Welcome, y'all.
Hey, Tammy.
Hey, Kyrstin.
How's it going?
Good. Well, not really.
Yeah.
I have a touch of the pneumonia. And I'm sorry that y'all didn't get a new episode last week.
Wah, wah.
As I'm popping a Vicks VapoCool.
How are those?
Oh, they're great.
Are they? Pause for the cough.
Yes. We're going to see how this goes.
Yeah.
Y'all probably going to hear me coughing a lot, but I didn't want y'all to go another week without a new episode.
Right.
So, first off, we have Chandler camera switching.
Thank you, Chandler.
And I have to say, happy birthday, Chandler.
Happy birthday. 21, huh?
Big 2-1.
Damn.
Yeah. He's going to... Man, does my mic sound weird to you or does it sound fine?
Mine just sounds loud.
I'm on so much medication. I really feel like my mic doesn't sound right. But okay, well, here we go. All right. Yeah, we're going to take Chandler on a dive bar crawl.
That's going to be fun.
For his 21st birthday.
Are y'all going like downtown?
Oh, no, we're staying in Prairieville.
Are
in
you?
Gonzales.
Ooh, that's going to be really fun.
Going to like Whiskey River.
Uh-huh.
Corner Bar.
Ooh, I've never been in Corner Bar.
Bayou Bar by Lowe's.
Yeah. The Bayou Bar.
Red Barn.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I've been all this,
y'all better take pictures in the Red Barn.
Oh, we will.
I haven't been in there a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
That one's tucked back.
Yeah.
It's more of like...
It's like a neighborhood bar.
Yeah.
It's literally in a neighborhood.
It's in like a mobile home park.
Yeah. That's a great place to have a bar.
Yeah, might as well.
I lived in an apartment complex once that had a bar on the grounds of the apartment complex.
That's wild.
It was great.
I would stay drunk. Wake up drunk, go to bed drunk, eat lunch drunk, all the things.
I was pretty drunk. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I would live my life.
All right. I'm so thankful you have a story.
Yes, I have a story.
Again, y'all, try to ignore the coughing.
Yes.
There's not much I can do about it at this point, but we want to get a story for y'all. And Kyrstin has been so lovely to prepare a story.
Yes, I have a story.
Are
for
you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay, so this story takes place in 2017. I'm going to kind of do it a little backwards than the way that we normally do it. Normally, we introduce the people, and I'm just going to kind of start with how this started.
No problem. You do you, boo-boo.
So, 2017, the 911 they call 911.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy says, yeah, I think there's a body out here. It's Scioto Grove Metro Park. I don't know if it's a fake or not, but I'm afraid to get near it. It's all bloody and it has its arm over its face, and he keeps saying it's.
Yeah, he doesn't know if it's a man or a woman.
Right. Dispatch asks if he sees personal clothing. He said, no, the body's completely nude. Like, there's nothing around it.
And he still can't tell if it's a man or a woman?
How?
Wow.
I don't know. I think he was more like...
Shock.
I think he was just more like, I don't think this is a body, but I'm calling y'all just in case it is.
Yeah, he wasn't connecting the dots in his brain.
Right.
He didn't know what he was seeing.
Right.
Okay.
So they ask if it's male or female. He says, I don't know, but this is in broad daylight. And so they tell him not to touch the body. They don't know if this is a crime scene or what. And he says, God, I hope this is a dummy. So I'm convinced he thought somebody was pranking somebody with a...
You know what?
With a body.
It ain't never a mannequin.
Well...
It ain't never a blow-up
nope.
doll.
Nope. Like... So the police arrive on scene and they determine that there is a female body in her early 20s, freezing cold temperatures. This is in Ohio.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. And middle of the park with 2 gunshots to the head early morning, February 9th, 2017. So cold.
Freezing.
Yes.
2 gunshots to the head?
2 gunshots to the head. So... Where the body was found in this park is in Grove City, Ohio, near the University of Ohio.
The Ohio State.
Yes. Yes. So it wasn't something that they had a whole lot going on. The detective seemed like just as shocked as the guy who called 911.
Yeah.
The body was processed and it was labeled as a Jane Doe because she had nothing with her.
But they knew it was a female.
Nothing. Yeah, that's all they could tell. They knew it was a female and that it was actually a body.
It just had herself.
She had nothing.
Wow.
So they processed her as a Jane Doe. They didn't really have anything going on to where they could try and connect. But Charleston, which is close to Grove City.
Charleston, South Carolina? It's still in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. They had just received a missing person complaint for a female in her early 20s named Reagan Tokes. Reagan Tokes. So at this point, Reagan had been missing for a little under 24 hours. As I went through this story, something that I found interesting was Reagan's mom wasn't able to report, and I heard this in 2 of the documentaries that I listened to because it sounded weird, but she wasn't able to report her daughter missing because she wasn't the last person to see or talk to Reagan.
Because her mom wasn't the last person?
Mm-hmm.
So that's, what the shit? What if the last person to see or talk to isn't available?
That's
what
what
if
I'm
they
saying.
just went off to England or something?
I don't know if they were trying to be like, ma'am, like, you got to wait, or who knows?
Yeah.
But she said she couldn't report her missing.
Because she was an adult too. So
that too. She couldn't report her missing because she wasn't the last person. And what I put was they wouldn't process it until the bar that Reagan worked at called to report it missing.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say all of that if I didn't hear it in both documentaries.
That is
wild.
Really crazy.
Yeah. It's wild.
Okay, so I'm her mom. I can't report her missing, but if she doesn't go to work and they call, we'll do it.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. All right.
That's exactly what I said.
Okay.
So a little bit about, so the bar called and reported her missing.
Yeah, I'd be like running up to the bar.
Right,
Can
like,
one of you please call 911?
Call 911. Say y'all haven't seen my daughter when she left. So a little bit about Reagan. Reagan is an Ohio University student in her senior year graduating. She has a job lined up, about to start a career. There was 2 different degrees that it was kind of wishy-washy, so I don't want to say one or the other. But she was about to graduate.
College.
Yeah. And something that her parents fought really hard to make sure that this was clear is it's not like she was failing at life. Mm-hmm. She had a reason to run away. She had a reason to kill herself. Mm-hmm. Like, she was successful. She was graduating. She had her big girl job line. Mm-hmm. Like, she had everything.
She was ready
in line.
She had her shit together.
Correct. So she had the degree and then the perfect career pathed out for her. She was really good. Reagan was really good about checking in with her parents, even though she wasn't living with them anymore.
Right.
She's 21, 22.
Unlike some people I know who won't answer my text messages. He looks up from the
He's
switching.
like, what? So she was always good about relaying to her parents, like, where she was going, what she was doing. I think that a lot of that stemmed from before she started college. Her and her family had lived in Ohio for their childhood and
they were
so on. But her dad got a job opportunity in Florida in 2013. So the year that she started her freshman year in college, her mom and dad and sister moved to Florida.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I think that kind of created more of a, hey, I'm going to check in.
I'm going to totally throw you off the story for a second. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of friends and family people in Florida. Prayers for y'all.
Yes, absolutely.
Back-to-back hurricanes.
Absolutely.
Been there, done that here in Louisiana. We know your pain. If y'all need anything, let us know.
Absolutely.
Okay, back to poor Reagan.
All right. So, because they were far away, so they communicated every day. Hey, I'm going here. Hey, I'm doing this. So Reagan, she worked at this bar and grill called the Bodega. Mm-hmm. That night she went to work and she texted her dad saying, hey, I'm checking in for my shift. Told him she'd check in later after she leaves. This is like downtown.
Yeah.
So later never happened. She never checked in with her dad. He tried to contact her, no response, nothing, complete silence.
Well, technically, he was the last person to communicate, and he should file the missing persons report. Sorry, I hate to keep going back to that.
I know, but it's so weird.
It is so weird. Yeah.
I had to note that because I never heard that.
That's weird. I don't know. Okay. So he decides something's up.
Yeah. So he's like, this is not like her. They went to bed. They were worried, of course, because she'd been good about checking in. February 9th, the next morning, they continued to worry, but they told Mackenzie, which is Reagan's little sister, that if she heard from her sister, that she needed to let them know. Like, as soon as, the second she hears from, y'all need to let me know.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of stirred up worry because the parents were worried. So now Mackenzie's worried.
Sure. I'm sure
Where's
they
my
didn't want
sister?
to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So she decides to post on Twitter.
Her sister does?
Yeah, Mackenzie
Okay.
decides to post on Twitter. She was kind of back and forth about posting. And she's like, once I put this out here, like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Yeah.
So the post that she posted a picture of Reagan, and it says, everyone please help. My sister Reagan Tokes is missing from OSU. Please contact if you know anything and please pray. Her phone blows up. I mean, DMs, text.
Holy shit.
Some of it was media. Some of it was people from OSU. So it got out like quickly. So it wasn't just... Yeah. So...
Can you imagine walking downstairs, Mom,
so I fucked up.
Yeah. So I did a thing.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So... media jumps. Everybody's reaching out to her.
Well, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing if you get them involved.
Not
right
if
off
she's
the
truly
bat.
missing.
Yeah.
Which at this point, she's
is.
truly missing.
Yeah.
So I put on here, it's Twitter. Everybody can see that shit. Everybody. So
did your pages print out in the wrong order? Because sometimes my printer does that.
Right shift. That's another video. No, I think this is the right order.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
So Ken's is out there just
tweeting away,
getting all the socials involved, and then
so
Mom and Dad find out.
Well, Mom and Dad reach out to Reagan's roommates.
Okay.
I guess
sensible.
They would be the last people to talk to her. So they reached out to her roommates and they said that she never came home and her bed wasn't slept in.
Wow.
And she would have told her parents if she was sleeping in somebody's house.
Yeah.
Apparently they had that type of communication. So remember the Jane Doe story. It's happening at the same time. The Jane Doe was on the news looking for an ID for a female body found that morning. After seeing the Jane Doe, the roommates called the police. Everything in this story is ass backwards to me because I don't feel like you can just call the police and be like, hey, our friend's missing. Can you tell us if...
If it's our friend.
Yeah, like the police
missing girl's our friend. Sure, we have her DNA already processed.
Like...
she's in CODIS.
Yeah, I just don't feel like... I don't know. So...
maybe they do things different in the Ohio State.
It's possible. That wouldn't be happening here. They'd be like, we'll let you know.
They probably wouldn't answer the phone.
Yeah, they'd be like, okay, y'all can fuck off. So they call. The police start asking them basic questions like, would she have any tattoos? Is there jewelry that she would know? Because ironically, she still has her jewelry.
It's not a robbery.
She's naked, has her jewelry, of course, has her tattoos. So they ask her, what she would have been wearing jewelry-wise and a description of the tattoos. The police felt good enough to make the ID official and reached out to Reagan's parents.
Okay.
It's Reagan. She had a tattoo. Roommates were like, yes.
Yeah.
This is her.
Man. That sucks.
So it's Reagan.
We saw it coming, though.
Yeah. Her mom was notified by phone because she lives in Florida. That's how she found out. They needed somebody to go to the coroner's office to ID the body in person. So she sent her brother, who lived there.
Okay.
Crossing her fingers, praying and hoping that it wasn't true.
This is Reagan's uncle.
Yes. Yeah. Praying that it wasn't true. And so they waited to tell Mackenzie.
But you know what? That was all on social media.
It's all on social media.
Mackenzie found out before they told her.
It wasn't clear if that's how that went out. But she ended up seeing her parents and knew right away that it was her. So the police tried to keep this as quiet as they could. Of course, the roommates know, so everybody fucking knows. But the media got it. I mean, it got out quick. Police didn't have much, but they did. Of course, she's in the middle of a park and basically in a field. So
have they at least determined, had she been sexually assaulted at this? They don't know that at this point?
I don't think they knew it all the way at this point.
All right.
I don't know if they were waiting to find out who, I don't know.
Yeah. Too quick to have done an autopsy.
Yeah. Because, I mean, all of this is happening the same day they found the Jane Doe. So everything
that you've said so far is all
same day.
Yeah.
So they may not have gotten whatever they needed yet.
Yeah.
So the police were able to get a video from the bodega the night that it shows Reagan. She's saying bye to the bartenders. She parks her car a few blocks away. This is her normal everyday routine.
Yeah.
So she leaves. Nobody's following her. Nothing suspicious in the video. Nobody approached her or, your normal surveillance. You're like, oh, that's the one,
Yeah.
There was nothing weird or suspicious. So when they looked to find her car was not where it was supposed to be. It wasn't parked in her normal parking spot. And they put a bolo out.
Okay.
So they put the bolo out. And so all of this is February 9th. Now we're on February 11th. Where
a couple days.
Yep. Where they get a hit on the plate pinged. So
okay.
Yeah, so it pinged.
Somebody driving her car around. Well, okay, go ahead.
What they said is it pinged off of a garbage truck.
When you say a license plate pinged, I feel like a cop car is driving around and they have some type of special system on the car that reads license plates.
Yeah, or I don't know.
Okay, so
I just know that
was the license plate in the garbage truck? Is that what the problem was?
No, it's unclear if the guy that was driving the garbage truck saw it or if. So not pinged, I guess, isn't the right word.
Okay.
Somebody
got a hit.
Yes,
they got a tip.
They got a hit. So, the car is parked like in a sketchy area.
Okay.
Nowhere where Reagan would go. Nowhere where she had nothing. So
no business being there.
No. So they start to search the car and they find cigarette butts.
Reagan didn't smoke.
It's all in the car and all on the outside of the car where the car was parked.
Cigarette butts everywhere?
Everywhere.
Somebody just threw down and smoked a whole carton.
Probably. Just chilling.
Yeah. Wow.
All day. So they also found a gas can in the back of the car.
All right.
Police confirmed with the parents she's not a smoker. And her mom says she's not stupid. She wouldn't be driving around with a gas can in the back of her car.
And smoking 1,000 cigarettes at the same time.
The fact that y'all are questioning me about this, she's not stupid. So I'm going to get back to the location a little bit more because it ties in later in the story.
Bad area, cigarettes.
Yes.
Cigaretting. My grandson, when I smoke and he sees me, he says, yeah, why you cigaretting?
He's so cute.
He is so adorable. Sorry, y'all.
He is the cutest.
I'm not drinking alcohol today, but I am on 75 different
She's already
medications.
loopy-doopy.
Yeah. But I feel like I'm not coughing a whole lot. So
I know. We just got to keep
my head up.
In the right position.
All right.
So they send the cigarettes off. They send the ones outside and the ones inside.
Good.
Send those off.
Plenty of DNA there.
How stupid are you? If I'm going to name this story, it's how stupid are you?
Well, We've determined that over the years with these stories that these criminals. Okay.
I'm telling you, it gets stupid.
Okay.
Stupid.
Send off the cigarette butts.
They send off the cigarette butts, and they get a positive match on a man named Brian Golsby.
Brian Golsby.
Golsby. Golsby.
Okay.
Golsby recently been released from prison in 2016 in November. He was convicted of kidnapping and raping in a previous case.
Well.
Mr. Golsby. So the detective that was working Reagan's case also had involvement with this Golsby original case.
All right.
So he's like, oh, fuck, this
guy again.
Yeah, this motherfucker. So they locate him February 12th around 4 in the morning.
So it's not too far after her body was found.
And I mean, the quickness of, and that's, I don't think they do this. So the quickness of this is, we're going to hurry up and get this out. We don't do this.
Yeah.
So we're going to get this.
Hurry up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they find him, and looking at the video from in the car, his attitude is like, so I don't get to know what's going on.
Okay.
And the guy's like, you can talk to the detective when we get there, bro. I'm just picking you up. Like,
I'm just a middleman.
I don't have shit to say. So in Golsby's previous case, he was given a deal. He got 6 years for the kidnap and the rape, which I think is bullshit, but
I do too.
He was paroled, and he was living in a halfway house, which was very close to
the car
with
all cigarette butts.
Shocker. So
wait, is Golsby a smoker?
This motherfucker, if he could have asked for a cigarette every 5 seconds, that's what it was. Oh yeah, can I get a cigarette, guys?
You got smoke?
Motherfucker, you just fucking smoked a cigarette.
He's smoking one, asking, can I get a cigarette?
Literally, like, chill with it like that. He probably smoked a fucking carton outside by the car. Fuck.
He got nerve issues.
Yeah,
he needed a nerve pill.
Back to back. So in his first interview, he's like, I had nothing to do with this. I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Y'all talking about I killed somebody. I didn't do this shit.
I might be a rapist and a kidnapper, but I ain't a murderer.
I ain't killed nobody. So they keep pressing him. And the longer they press him, the more and more his story changes.
Yeah.
He then says that he did kidnap her, but he kidnapped her to rob her. Like, how much pressing? And this is where we start to see the true idiot come out. Because it gets to, I'm telling you, just wait.
I have no words right now.
You're not going to have words. I promise. He said he kidnapped her to rob her. He had her go all over town at gunpoint trying to withdraw money. He keeps on, like, ATM after ATM after ATM after ATM. I mean, they have videos of her just like terrified.
Yeah.
So
that part at least is true.
Yes, it's true. I think he was in the back because it doesn't actually show him, but he admits to it, so they don't really need to know that anyway.
Yeah.
They get a whopping $60.
Whoa.
Out of the robbery.
I mean, she's a college student with roommates and works at like a restaurant for money.
Yeah.
She don't have, bro, why are you trying to?
You picked the wrong one, bro. Like, find you a MILF out there with a rich husband or something. Don't pick
Sugar
a college.
mama.
Yeah. Don't pick a college student. So during this cigarette break, he says, I did rape her too.
Oh.
So we're on the 12th.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I did rape her too. So we're on the 12th. Now, at that point, I believe that the police already knew there was a sexual assault.
Okay.
They don't have to press him for that because this motherfucker just, yep, I raped her too. But I wasn't the one who killed her. Absolutely not the one that killed her.
I left her in that field.
That's exactly what he says. He says, I'm not the one who killed her. And I put on here, then we meet the partner in crime. Partner in crime. TJ.
Not TJ.
TJ was a friend of Golsby's from middle school. They used to be friends. He said him and TJ met up before kidnapping Reagan. I'm not too clear what started this stupidity.
And what's TJ's last name? I don't know. I don't know.
I just knew him by his name, Slim.
Nobody else could really see him in middle school but me. He's my imaginary friend.
He's my buddy.
Okay.
So,
Slim.
I just know him as Slim. You know how they do.
Yeah.
Well, what's his name? I don't know. Slim. Well, it's Slim.
That's his street name.
Yeah. I met him on the streets. So he says that they go, that's their plan for tonight. They go and they kidnap a random girl.
Yeah.
Because he's still not even like acknowledging that she's who she is. Mm-hmm. He doesn't really care.
Yeah, obviously.
So he said they got to the park, but TJ was the one who made Reagan get out of the car. He got out. TJ got out, made her undress, and then he shot her once from far away and then got close and shot her again, which, I mean, that's exactly what the police have. They have one far and one close.
Okay.
So he's spilling all the tea. All
of the tea tipping out of TJ.
Yes.
No, of Golsby.
Yes. TJ Goldsby is who this is. The police aren't buying the TJ shit. So I put on here, the vibe that I'm getting at this point is Goldsby is trying to get caught because he went into prison and now he's out and he can't
have a life.
You know, I put he's fucking careless. The whole crime is careless. So then he breaks off after he's given all these TJ stories. Mm-hmm. Then he says that he left Reagan out there and he told her for 30 minutes, stay where you are. Like as if he dropped her off. Nobody shot. So he comes back with this other, nobody shot her now.
Okay.
I dropped her off in the field.
And then we came back later.
Dropped her off at the park and told her wait 30 minutes. And she says, all I want to do is live. And he left her there. So he's going from.
So he said TJ shot her.
And now he left her in the field. Yes.
This is so confusing.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's just kind of.
Were you just like, what the fuck the whole time?
The whole time.
Doing
the entire
research?
Time. The entire time. So when he's saying like, when he's talking about how he jumps back after he gives this whole story of I left her there. Mm-hmm. Then he jumps back to crying in the interview saying, I've never seen somebody killed like that in my whole life. And he's like, and he reached down and he was like, pow. And
how many like, personalities does this dude have?
This dude's loony. Wow. Tunes. So he's crying about it. Then the police.
Are they like, while they're interviewing, are they baffled about this too?
Yes. So the police play the game of TJ. They go and they look to see if there is a TJ. Mm-hmm. The whole time, they know there's no fucking TJ. So they go into great detail. They look all around like where this guy would be. There's no TJ. No ties to a Goldsby at all. So they continue to just kind of let him hold on to that little story because they need the gun.
What else could they do?
They need the gun.
He's crazy. Just keep him talking, give him a cheeseburger and some fries and a carton of cigarettes.
It's coming to the cheeseburger.
Is it?
It's coming.
I was foreshadowing there.
The cheeseburger. So they play into the game or whatever. So they need the murder weapon. They talk to him about where he thinks TJ might have put the gun. He tells him, if you could get me a few burgers, they didn't say what place. If you can give me a few burgers, I'll tell you where to find the gun. 3 burgers.
Not a burger.
3.
Was this dude fat?
No. He's slim. He is slim.
Did he want him dressed?
It doesn't. Okay. It doesn't.
I'm goofing around now. Sorry. So, all right. So, bitches, give me some food. I'm hungry. I feel like this is one of those 17-hour interrogations.
Dude, it was long.
Okay.
It was long. So
they get him his little hamburgers.
They give him his little burgers. And the detective says he takes his first bite and he's like, I threw it down the storm drain and just like,
oh, wow.
keeps eating his burgers. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And it was a storm drain near where the car was parked.
Yeah.
So after pinning the entire murder on TJ, he gets his last cigarette break. And with that detective in this last cigarette break, he says, well, I was actually the one that killed Reagan. And he never confirmed or denied that TJ was actually real. But I'm pretty sure TJ is Golsby.
Is one of the personalities living in his mind.
So after they got the confession, and where he was having these cigarette breaks was like out in the bay.
Yeah.
So he was still kind of...
He was part of the police department and there was security cameras there, but it wasn't a quote unquote interrogation, official interrogation going on.
Because it was a cigarette break, the hundreds. Y'all might as well move the damn camera out into the cigarette break area and just have a whole cigarette break.
Get a table out there.
Okay, so after they got the confession, they noticed something.
What?
Are you ready?
I mean, I kind of thought the story was over since he confessed.
This stupid ass motherfucker has an ankle monitor on.
Oh my God.
The whole fucking time. The whole time.
Stop it.
Swear. The whole time.
I don't know how those work, but if he's not at home, shouldn't it get
the whole motherfucker?
Shouldn't it be beeping somebody?
You would think.
Somebody's pager going off?
You would think. The whole time he's got this fucking ankle monitor.
I mean, that's like... they got to have some kind of barcode on those things where you just scan it with your phone and it tells you who it is and, you know, all the shit they've done. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Ankle monitor. Whole fucking time.
Did you ever notice it while you were watching the documentary?
I noticed it when they originally brought him in and I'm looking at it like,
is he got a gun in his...
What the fuck's on his ankle?
You know how some people carry a gun on
what the fuck are you doing? And he's got shorts on and he's just sitting there like, it's not like it was hidden in pants.
Did they really just discover it?
That's what they said.
Oh my God. All right. Whatever.
I'm telling you.
This is turning into a little bit more than a dumb criminal story.
It is the top 5 stupidest I've ever heard. All right. So remember the previous charge that he had?
Yeah.
That labeled him a tier 3 sex offender. And part of his parole was for him to wear this monitor.
Okay. Nobody monitors it though.
GPS monitor. The monitor GPS's every move. They can see everything.
Everything he did.
So 2017, technology's good, but they didn't have people monitoring
the monitor
these like they should.
Yeah, no doubt.
So he really could have done whatever he wanted. He just got fucking caught.
Yeah.
He smoked too many cigarettes and got fucking caught.
He literally, you know how some people run with those trackers on and they make pictures? Like he literally killed someone and was like, here's where I went and put the body.
The
and
whole,
here's
discovery map.
Yes. Wow.
Everything. And like when they showed in the documentary, they're showing like Chase Bank at this, Capital One Bank at this time. Like you can clearly see he really did fucking run her around.
Yeah.
Looking for money.
And then was just pissed.
He only got $60.
I mean, you can't even buy a carton of cigarettes.
Nope, you ain't getting shit with $60. No. So the fact that the ankle monitors can detect how fast they're moving, whether they're in a car, whether they're walking, whether they're standing still. It can detect every bit of that. This is in 2017, so I don't know what they're like now.
Wow.
So every move, like speed, if he's running.
It's like having a Fitbit on.
Literally.
Kinda. Yeah.
It's like Life 360 on an ankle monitor.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So they gather all the information and they can kind of see the timeline. This is the timeline that they gave. He took the bus from the halfway house to the area that Reagan was working, pretty much wandering around looking for somebody to rob or kidnap. And then he saw Reagan walk into her car alone when she got off, which she did that every night.
Right.
They see where his monitor goes from walking speed to driving speed.
Oh, so he was in a car.
He got in the car. And I put this is all in hindsight. Like if somebody was watching this, it wouldn't be in hindsight. She might be.
Yeah.
You never know. They see her drive from bank to bank to only get $60. I put big ball in with that $60, Golsby.
I hate this guy.
I put on here, I'm thinking that she was stalling going from bank to bank.
Yeah.
Just to kind
hoping
of
somebody would
notice, or she'd have the time to escape or something like that.
Yeah, because my first question when you're telling me this is, why didn't she just get the whole $60 out at the first ATM?
Literally.
And he's not, obviously she can tell him anything if he's going to believe and just keep driving her around from Correct. So I think she was
like,
true.
I don't have any money. Oh, I don't have any money.
Yeah.
They didn't say, hey, she put in the wrong pin. They didn't go into
no
severe detail. But
I hope she was trying to prolong her life.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So something that was weird though is they stopped at a gas station and Golsby goes inside.
Why didn't she drive off? Or run? Yeah.
I don't know.
Did he have a gun? Do we know?
He
had a gun. I don't know.
He had a gun. I don't know. You
can't judge her state of mind at that point.
Correct. I'd be terrified. And I don't know. So the GPS shows that after the gas station, they dipped off like in a decent area, but kind of tucked down like a raggedy road. And they're thinking that that's when he had to remove the clothing and that's where he raped her.
Ugh.
Because that's the only time that they were stopped long enough for
that to happen.
So after that last stop, the GPS shows that she went to the park where he shot her twice and left her out in the cold. So they got his ass. Wow. Fully and completely got his ass.
So he was in a car, but somehow managed to get into her car with the whole situation?
I don't know. He wasn't in a car.
Oh.
He took the bus.
Oh.
He took the bus to where she was.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then got in her car.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
So he stopped. How did they not see that on video?
Don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if where her car was parked.
They could just see her going out the place, going to her car, but couldn't see the car itself. Okay. Gotcha.
So, so they take him, they charge him. They are going for the death penalty at this point.
I guess so.
The case goes on for a few weeks. They play through all the interviews, all the lies he told along the way. Who he was and how his past charges play a huge part in the case, showing his lack of remorse during the whole trial.
Yeah.
Like he kept looking at the parents and the family like just very like his brain is not all
there
fully functioning.
Yeah.
So they have his prints on the gun. The bullets match the gun. All of that all ties.
They have every piece of evidence they could ever want.
Everything.
But
I'm not to the but yet.
I'm just questioning that there is a but.
There is a slight but.
Okay.
So they also had his girlfriend. This again, how stupid are you? They also
has a girlfriend?
He has a girlfriend.
She must not be bright either.
The girlfriend at the time confirms that the purse he gave to her was the one Reagan was wearing the night he killed her.
Oh my gosh.
Purse is on the stand. Yep, that's the one.
Wow.
Dumbass. They have his baby mama come and testify. She went and had a visitation and asked him, "Did you rape her?" And he shook his head yes.
Wow. So they've got that.
She said, Did you kill her?
Yeah.
And he shook his head yes.
Wow.
She slammed the phone down during the visitation. And her friend who was with her picked the phone up and asked, "Did you do it?" And he shook his head yes. Wow. She also left the visit.
Wow. So
they use all of that to seek the death penalty. And then they throw out all this shit about how his childhood was so terrible. His mom was a shitty mom. His dad left. He was assaulted. when he was a child.
Bro, we all got
how
shit.
the world failed him.
Oh my God.
How, if the world wouldn't have failed him, he wouldn't have committed these crimes.
I feel like we need to have an episode of just about
the dumbest
shitty childhoods and how you can still make it through life even if you have
even
one.
if your shit sucks.
Yeah.
So none of this should have swayed the jury, but in this case it did.
Ugh.
He begged for mercy for his own life, and his attorney also begged the jury please don't kill him.
Was this the original Menendez brothers jury?
Dude.
The first trial jury? Because they was sympathizing.
All the way.
Okay.
All the sympathy. So she begged for mercy, he begged for mercy. Leaving the jury, their jury's deadlocked.
Yeah.
They are trying to decide on
Menendez brothers again.
They're trying to decide death penalty or not. Obviously, he was guilty. I mean,
right. It's just at what degree, so we can determine the fate. Yes.
8 people were for death. 2 people were for life, and 2 people could have been swayed the other way.
Wow.
They almost had the death penalty.
So in this state, I don't know if you know the answer to this question. I guess this is happening in an Ohio courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have to have all 12?
I think
pick
so.
For when it comes to
I think
death
for
penalty?
death, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
So they had a majority though, but could they? I mean, like, so what did they do?
So he didn't get the death penalty.
Okay, so that's the but.
That's the but.
All right,
The
but he's life in prison, I hope.
Yes.
Okay.
So the judge also said, this is his actual. He said, it's ironic that you get to be spared because of your background, yet she forfeited her life because of your background.
Wow. That's a quote that needs to be cross-stitched on a
Fully,
pillow.
Completely.
Wow.
I thought that it was honorable that he basically said, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like your childhood doesn't have, as judgy as he can say it, because he's a damn judge. But
Well, because he can't say this is fucking bullshit.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was really cool.
So he had a kind of he was kind of pissy with the jury for not. Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
He basically.
I didn't know how to word that because he's a judge.
Yeah, the
and
best way for him to say it was, "You're a fucking idiot, and you should not.
You shouldn't be alive.
You shouldn't be alive because of your childhood. Like, oh, poor you.
Wow.
Because he can't say that, but So Golsby's serving life in the Ohio State Penitentiary, a supermax prison,
with his cellmate TJ Slim.
Probably. TJ and whoever else is in his fucking brain. As of 2021,
come on, that's a few years ago.
I know, I'm not.
He's still in there, right?
I want to say this, but I'm not 100% sure. But what I read was the Ohio Supreme Court are considering a second death penalty trial for Golsby.
Okay.
It may or may
not happen.
Yeah. I think
But at least he's away for life.
Yes, he's in there for life.
And they may have another trial.
And they may have another trial to prosecute for the death penalty, which is great. So Reagan's parents were able to get the Reagan-Tokes Act put in place that requires a judge to impose a minimum and maximum prison term for a first and second degree felonies. They're also pushing a law.
Come on now.
They're pushing
Words
a
are
law
hard.
that would allow real-time monitoring for these.
That makes sense. You can't put a monitor on someone and not monitor.
Exactly. You're not monitoring shit. This was established as part. This part passed the House, but did not pass the Senate. Her family continues to push the issue and hopes for a resolution in any of these types of cases.
Yeah.
That's also something positive that kind of came out of her tragedy.
A lot of times I hear that family members, parents try to get laws passed to.
And they created a foundation under her name.
So sad to me that you've lost a child and then you spend basically the rest of your life trying to get laws passed
Yes.
so that other people don't lose their
Yes.
children the same way.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Yes. So that's the story of Reagan.
Wow.
Chokes.
I had not heard it.
Yes.
You got me.
Good.
And I don't remember.
Bro is crazy.
I hate to say that. I got the impression the police were a little fumbly bumbly
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Ankle monitor.
That to me, that's where
Hey,
it was
bro,
lacking.
where'd you get that anklet?
That
you're
was
wearing?
lacking.
Yeah. All right. So I have some funnies,
Okay.
but I swear they were sitting on my desk when we came in here. So I might have done these before on another episode.
That's okay.
I am so loopy from the medicine. Okay. I went to howstuffworks.com
Okay.
for some true false laws.
I'm the worst at these.
Okay. Take a deep breath. It's illegal to have an illegitimate child in Mississippi. True or false?
False.
Correct.
Yay, ding, ding.
The state of Mississippi is totally cool with illegitimate
What is
children.
an illegitimate?
An illegitimate child is, I believe, when you have a baby and you're not married to someone, you have an illegitimate child,
Okay.
like a bastard
Okay.
in the old day terms.
Right.
Okay. The state of Mississippi is totally cool with illegitimate children. Well, if you only have one, that is.
Oh.
People who have two or more illegitimate children in the state are subject to a penalty, which could include 30 days in jail
What the fuck?
and a fine of $250. So it's not illegal.
$250 per kid.
It's not illegal.
Holy shit.
And I wonder if you have the two, then you do your 30 days and you pay your $250 for the second one. If you just have to carry a little card around with you,
like,
so you
paid
don't,
my shit, motherfucker.
yeah, so you don't keep getting arrested for
wild.
having two illegitimate children. And who's going to know if your children are illegitimate or not?
Are y'all married? Yep.
When's the last time somebody asked you for your marriage
Mm-mm.
license?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to do one more
All right.
because okay. I'm sorry, y'all. At least I didn't cough as much
Yeah,
as I
you
thought I
did
would.
good.
Okay. It's illegal to eat fried chicken with a knife and fork in Gainesville, Florida.
It's illegal.
True or false? It's illegal to eat fried chicken with a knife and fork in Gainesville, Florida.
I'm going to say true.
You are correct.
Yes.
You're 2 for 2
That's
today.
disgraceful to the fried chicken.
Put your utensils away
Right.
and prepare for some finger licking.
Yeah.
In 1961, the city of Gainesville, Florida made it illegal to eat chicken with utensils. 61.
Damn.
The law was intended as a publicity stunt to show off the town's poultry industry. No self-respecting Southerner eats fried chicken
Hell
with a
no.
fork and knife.
Hell no. Indeed not.
So there you go.
I got them both.
All right. You're 2 for. So we're going to, hopefully
2.
next time you can keep your
Keep my
record
streak
going.
alive.
Yeah. Y'all go to Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
join our Grits group,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a Grits page. Go to Patreon if you'd like to help the show. 2 members upped their memberships to another level.
Good.
I believe it was Shannon and Amy.
There you go.
So we appreciate y'all for that.
Thank you.
And you get a lot of, when you get to that $10 level,
You get all the goods.
you get all the goods.
Yeah.
Did you ever go listen to the family roast of me? That's
I'm
one.
the worst.
No, that's one that I want to get feedback on from someone. So if y'all have listened to it, shoot me an email.
Yes.
Another thing, I've been getting messages from y'all through, I don't know if it's Spotify. My podcast hosting site is Buzzsprout. And they said I had fan mail. But the problem is I don't know how to answer y'all. So go to the website, www.gritswithsideofmurder.com, and message me there, and then I can answer you back. So yeah, getting a lot of people commenting on YouTube also.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
Picking up. Thanks for
Yep,
sharing, y'all. Thanks for telling your mama and them to listen.
Yes.
Anything else?
Nope. That's all I got.
All right. We're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.
Bye.